What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy, man. Real Talk Live Sports, aka the Ghetto, Stephen A. And we back at it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and watch these videos from bumper to bumper. Adrien Broner, back in the ring, February 13th. But this fight and the card has been having just a little bit of problems due to COVID-19. Now, Adrien Broner's scheduled opponent, which was Pedro Campa, record 31-1 and 21 KOs, 28 coming out of Mexico, was scrapped due to having a positive COVID-19 test. I'm telling you, man, the Rona be messing up the game. If you guys have been paying attention, Adrien Broner has been in the ring, on the road. He's running, he's training, he's looking very good, looking very sharp. He's talking about letting his hands go. Oh my God. If he does that, will we see the Adrien Broner of old or more of the same? Truthfully, I said this before. If Adrien Broner lets his hands go the first half of the fight, the second half of the fight probably won't be a second half of the fight. Adrien Broner is that special, he's that talented of a fighter. Former four division world champion, you know what I'm saying, has had a bumpy career going into the later parts of his career, but you cannot deny Adrien Broner's talent, and you cannot deny Adrien Broner's fanfare, man. The people love him, the fans love him. He's box office, as Stephen A like to say, you know what I mean? He's big time. He still brings and puts people in the seats, despite the Rona being crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Also, Robert Easter, also on that About Billions, you know what I'm saying, platform. He was also slated to be on the undercard, but his opponent has also been stricken with the Rona. So now he also has to find a new opponent. But Adrien Broner, man, has been training. He's ready to go. He's been on the road. He's losing the weight. Only thing that he's waiting for is to find out who's he going to fight. Now, I wish he was fighting one of the quote unquote top guys of the sports. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's going to happen as of yet. So whoever they find, I'm not going to say he's just going to be a walk in the park, because, hey, man, this is boxing. All it takes is one shot to change the course of the fight, to change the course of somebody's destiny in this boxing world. So whoever they pick, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? They might bring Red Catch out, somebody like that, because initially that's who they were talking about him fighting. Will he be the new opponent? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But Adrien Broner, 33, 4, 1, 24 KOs. He's 31 years of age. Now, how much time does AB have left in the game? He has, in the past, had some issues as far as drinking, partying. We know this. But he has came out and said, you know what, I'm clean, I'm not drinking, I'm focused, I'm training, I'm running. And I've been following AB, man. Like I said, he looks sharp, sparring. His hand speed still looks crisp, still looks sharp. He has been on the road, putting in that road work, and he has been losing the weight. I mean, you can't ask for much more as far as a fighter than that. You know what I'm saying? To see them focused, to see them working, to see them training, you know what I'm saying, for the fight. My only question will be is if he is going to let his hands go. I truly want to see a fight when AB lets his hands go. You know what I'm saying? His last three fights, 2017, when he fought Mikey Garcia, then he had a draw with Jesse Vargas, and then a one-sided loss to Manny Pacquiao. And I was feeling a little bit bad for AB in that fight, because in his mind he thought that he truly beat Pac, and that was blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao hurt Adrien Broner a couple of times in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So Adrien Broner, he truly needs a fight and he needs to let it all hang out. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. He needs to let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? He needs to show people that not only I'm back, but he needs to remind people of who he is. You know what I'm saying? Because Adrien Broner is a talented fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's very smart in the ring. He's a veteran at this point. But at the age of 31, like I said, everybody is not a Floyd Mayweather. Everybody is not a Manny Pacquiao. Everybody does not take care of their body the same, which promotes longevity in the sport. And now with his past, naturally, he didn't take the sport seriously. Like I said, he used to drink. I really can't say if he smoked or whatever, but AB definitely, he said this himself. You know what I mean? He had an alcohol problem. He drank a little bit too much. So if he has gotten that out of his system, if he has gotten that demon off of his back, and he is truly back and dedicated to the sport of boxing, that is a scary thought because he is that special of a fighter. He has that much talent and potential. And if he is on quote unquote the latter stage of his career, I really hope that AB puts it all out there, man. You know what I mean? Goes in there, puts on a great fight, and just beat the hell out of somebody, man. Let his hands go because he's fast. He does possess power. He loves to throw that check left hook like Ryan Garcia, and he does possess power, as I said. So if he lets his hands go, he can get somebody up out of there. You know what I mean? And he's box office. People are going to show up to see Adrien Broner fight. Now, the fight is going to be taking place in a bubble, I believe, at the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. Now, look, wherever this fight takes place, fans, if they are able to, are going to show up for Adrien Broner. It doesn't matter how many times AB has lost, fans, if they can, will show up for Adrien Broner. Now, for AB, this should not only tell you a whole lot, but this should motivate you a whole lot to go out there and not only put on a good show for the fans, but also let people know who you are. Adrien Broner, like I said, is a special talent, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good father, man, dedicated family, man. You see him around his family. His energy is different, man. He loves his kids. He loves his wife. He's definitely had some issues in the past. You know what I'm saying? Some personal issues. We all know he's had, you know what I'm saying, ongoing legal troubles and legal battles stemming from an incident, you know what I'm saying, way back in the past, a few years ago. And he's trying to get that bag right. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always hear him talking about, man, I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he's going to get, you know what I'm saying, 10 million, you know what I'm saying, for this fight. But AB is definitely going to get paid. Now, if he fights somebody notable, like just to say like a Thurman or a Sean Porter, somebody like that, somebody in the top 5, to be honest with you, man, like I really would love to see him go up against, you know what I'm saying, up and comer, Jerron Boots Ennis. I think that'd be a great fight for both fighters, you know what I'm saying. AJB fighting a young up and coming welterweight, and Jerron Boots Ennis is fighting one of the quote unquote legendary welterweights of the division. Some people may write Adrien Broner off, but I like to not only put faith and look for faith in anybody, man, and also any fighter. If you get into that ring, you have my respect and admiration. You know what I mean? And like I said, besides the fighter, AB is a good dude, so I want to see him win. I want to see him in the best fights and put on the best fights possible. You know what I'm saying? He's out here with Showtime, Steven Espinosa, you know what I'm saying, and PBC, Al Heyman. So he has a good camp. He has a good foundation and some good people behind him. And he's his own promoter, man. You know what I mean? With about billions. So he knows the business of boxing. But if you are a fighter and you are still continuing to fight because BoxRec has him as being inactive, you know what I'm saying? You have to get out there and perform. You have to get out there and fight. And for AB, his biggest problem in all his fights, especially his last 3 fights, is he does not let his hands go. You know what I mean? Some fights you can be more reserved, but some fights you really have to get in there and you have to get it done. Going against Manny Pacquiao, you can't fight the kind of fight that he fought. You know what I mean? You can't sit up there and counterpunch Manny Pacquiao. He throws too many shots. Now, if you if you try to counterpunch somebody like Manny Pacquiao, then you have to let your hand go because that's how many punches Manny Pacquiao is throwing. That's how he was able to catch Adrien Broner because as soon as he got AB on the ropes, Manny let them hands go. You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is one shot to get in, get past that guard, especially for Manny Pacquiao, because you heard Keith Thurman said it himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who or what he get his hands wrapped, you know what I'm saying? But if Manny hits you, it's like somebody getting you like you getting hit with a brick, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Manny hands is like stone, man, and they fast. So when he catches guys, you going to feel it, you know what I'm saying? And these guys that Manny has been stepping in the ring with, these young lions, Manny's hurting them, you know what I'm saying? So salute to Manny Pacquiao, man. Him and Errol Spence, that's a fight, you know what I mean, I would love to see. But hey, I take Manny. Spence is special, but Manny made a good point. Spence is too slow. His fundamental footwork and everything in defense are supremely solid, but Manny's mobility, speed, accuracy, you know what I'm saying, and production as far as his punches, could be too much. And if he puts everything together, you know what I'm saying, offsets Errol Spence is with his movement the right way and keeps him off balance throughout the fight. I won't say it'll be easy, you know what I'm saying, but Manny Pacquiao can pull out that victory, you know what I mean, and has the potential and possibility that he can hurt Errol Spence. But don't get it twisted. Spence could also hurt Manny if he catches Manny with the right shot, because Errol Spence is extremely strong, you know what I'm saying? But back to Adrien Broner, man, before we get out of here, I can't wait to see AB back. Very special, you know what I'm saying? But who will he fight? That's what I want to know. But the fact that he's in the gym training, I'm sure that he will be ready for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So who's going to step up and be that opponent? We shall see, fight fans. But as far as reports, February 13th, that's when he's scheduled and slated to be back in the ring. But the opponent, unfortunately, is still unknown at this point due to his previous opponent, coming down with a positive COVID-19 test. Stay away from that Rona, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get on the bicycle and stay far away from the Rona, man. So stay blessed, stay humble, stay motivated, guard up, mask up, protect yourself at all times. Why? Because it's a war going on outside and nobody is safe from it. And that war is the Rona. You did what I'm saying? So put your mask on, man. I catch you guys on the next one. Peace.